Student
Yes, ma'am.
start. I guess 26 people are there, but still I can start. क्या 2 मिनट और वेट करो? 44 स्टूडेंट्स इतना होना चाहिए. चलो स्टार्ट कर दो या 2 मिनट और वेट करो? दूसरी लैब में से आने में टाइम लग जाता है. ठीक है, कर ही देती हूँ. See, first thing I'm going to teach you today is the read and write. Okay. For example, I write input output. Okay. So read, write you can do using write predicate, and for reading something, or like the similar predicate to scanf, and we have here is read. So I can have name, line, line. So, and first I'm writing enter your name, then I'm reading that particular variable name. Okay, so this is a variable. I have first letter of this particular word name is capital. Then a new line, your name is. Okay? Executing this at command prompt, you can write like this. And full stop. Means name is a variable and whose value is string. This is for reading a string. Or suppose I want to write your roll number. Full stop you need to have. For consider if you want to enter a floating point. So 10.2 like something. So that can also work. So just a read predicate is there for you to read any data from the user. Practice it out, student. Then I'll give you few practice examples for this. These three you practice. Then notify me. Okay, as soon as you are done with this. So this was your one topic of input and output. Notify me as you are done with this. बैठ जाओ लैब में. कोई बात नहीं. आपके क्लासमेट्स यहाँ पे लैब में लाइव पढ़ने आए हैं. एआई का ही लैब है ना? आपका एआई है आपका? ढाका है. ज्वाइन हो जाओ, सिस्टम आपके ही है. अब तक तो सारा क्लास फैमिलियर हो गया है मैम के साथ। मैं कुछ भी बोलूंगी वो लोग इतना ज्यादा रिएक्ट नहीं करेंगे। हाँ मतलब करेंगे तो सही व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप पे। मेरे मीम्स बने तो गए काम से सब लोग। आपके सारे डेपस्टार के ग्रुप में मैं ज्वाइन हूँ इंस्टा पे। स्टूडेंट्स प्लीज नोटिफाई मी एज अर्ली। ये 2 स्टेटमेंट्स लिखने हैं आपको। डन ना। ठीक है चलो अब बुक में से करवाती हूँ। चैट में मत डालो माइक ऑन करके बोलो मुझे स्क्रीन स्विच करनी पड़ती है देखा आप लोगों ने। अगर मैं वापस से चैट में गई तो प्रॉब्लम हो जाए। जो है माइक ऑन करके बोलो। फिर चैट में डाल रहे हो। क्लियरली बोल रही हो चैट में मत डालो नहीं पता चल रहा है। मुझे स्क्रीन स्विच करनी पड़ेगी। See here are the examples for right। ठीक है ये राइट के एग्जाम्पल्स हैं। परफॉर्म 1 2 3 4 5 एग्जाम्पल्स है 5 मिनट नॉट मोर देन दैट। परफॉर्म करो राइट के। Done? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
ओके, चलो नीचे राइट रीड के एग्जांपल्स परफॉर्म करो. देखो स्ट्रिंग एंटर करनी होगी तो सिंगल कोट यूज करना पड़ेगा. ओके, एज वी आर नॉट डिक्लेयरिंग द टाइप ओवर नाउ. The fourth one over here, ZYX, you can see it is a list. We will do one complete whole practical on list. ये 5 हो जाए फिर नोटिफाई करना.
Done, ma'am.
Done. See this input and output using characters, ASCII characters. Okay. So if you write this put 97, then you will get A. Okay. Put 122, you will get Z. So practice this 3 out. ASCII characters. Okay. So you can write put 44 and you will get comma. Just a
Done,
Okay.
ma'am.
Done. Input in characters. So you can get the ASCII values over here. Get 0. So you are placing the character small a, capital A, then what you get is the ASCII code of that particular input character. Notify me when you are done. Notify me, please. Done or not? This might take 1 or 2 minutes only.
Done.
Okay. So we will go for one program that is in your practical list is about the family name. Okay. The Dutch family or like family program. So I'm giving you a database and what you need to do is you need to post queries and write predicates for it. Okay. See this is the database. Okay. You can have this database that is in your book. Okay. The family relationship example. Okay. So this is your database and then I will post you to ask you the queries that you need to fire out. You can use either this database or one given in your exam exercise also. This one, okay, prefer this one. See, this is a program which is a family relationship example. Okay, data is given to you, mother and daughter. Anne is mother of Henry. Anne is mother of Mary. Okay, a family tree is given to you over here. Now you need to have a clause A1. Okay, sorry, information is given to you. Now you need to write the program by devising rules to define each of the following. Okay, child of AB, grandfather, grandmother of AB, and great grandfather of AB. Okay, these rules you have to write it on your own. So if I want to write child of AB, I'm giving you a hint. What will be a child of AB? A, C, X should be it should be a parent of like this parent of XY should be present in the room. Okay. So or if it is, you can also consider mother and father. Okay. So you can say that if I have this particular predicate, I want to write a rule child of that A is child of B. Okay. Then A mother should be C and A mother should A or father should be B. Okay, either mother or father. Or you can say that there should be a particular data present over here that parent of XY. Okay, so B is parent of A that you have to do. Some rule you have to pick it out over here. That is what here it is needed. So you just need to write 4 rules over here and then you just pose this query and find using backtracking or spying that which people, whatever the question is posed over here, you need to sort it out. Okay. So every concept is taught to you. Rules are clear to you. Your factors clear to you. Then queries how you can pose that is also clear to you. And backtracking in Prolog is also clear to you. So this family example, create a database first and then solve it out on this 4 queries on your own. Okay. Solution I will provide you. Don't worry about it. Okay, I'm giving you this 25 minutes over here. So 25 minutes I'm giving you over here, student, to create this database and then you need to post this 4 rules over here and backtracking. I know using trace you people can do it. So 25 minutes is it enough or you need 30 minutes for this for a complete program? Do you need 30 minutes for this program? You can say me yes or no at least.
I will try to do as soon as possible.
Okay, 30 minutes, that's it. You are completing this program within 30 minutes. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Students,
Yes, ma'am.
arithmetic operators are done in your class.
No, ma'am, not yet.
Okay, then quit this program right now because I thought I have done with arithmetic operators in your class. Look what I am teaching you now. Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
let us start with arithmetic operators in Prolog. See, if you want to declare a variable and assign its value, x is 10. Okay, so you get a value x is 10. Now, if I want to add something, x is 10, y is 20, then we have z is x plus y, and that's it. Okay, similarly you can have negative sign, we can do this, then x into y. Okay. X divide by y. If you want quotient, then this. If you want remainder, then MOD. Do it, students. Notify me when you are done with this 5, 6.
Okay, ma'am.
Done with this 6.
Yes, done.
Done now.
Yes, ma'am.
It's very
Yes, ma'am.
easy. If you want to have x is 10, if you want to declare a variable, you need x. Here we use is as assignment. So 10 will be assigned to my variable x. Then x is 10, y is 20, z is x plus y. Okay. See here one thing in Prolog, if I want to write like this, x is 10, then I will write x is x plus 1. This will fail in Prolog. This will not work at all in Prolog. What you need to write over here is another variable. Why? Because here the concept of binding of variable comes into the picture. This value 10 is bound to variable x. So now you cannot bound this value x plus 1 to this variable x. As previously the value of x is bound to 10. So for that in Prolog you need to use the another variable, that is y, and now with y you need to bind this value x plus 1. That is how you will get in Prolog. Understood, student? Okay. So giving you out few equations for your practice.
Ma'am, so for each new value, we have to make a new variable, right?
For each value, if you are updating that means you are updating the variable value, then you have to have a new variable in Prolog. That is one of the disadvantage. But like to support the other concept of binding of variable, this disadvantage we have to merit over here. Okay.
Okay.
Because if I'm assigning 10 to x, now it is bind. So if you look at this example, see, x is 10, y is 20, z is x mod y. Here I have nowhere I have stated x is equals to z. But still it gave me x equals to z. Because the value 10 was binded with x, and the language remember that the value 10 is binded with it. That is why you can have such things over here. So to support the concept of binding of variable, this was updating the same variable, and like releasing its binding would not be possible. So we have to use another variable for it. That is the reason. Now you understand why? Because it remembers the value that you have stored over here. And sorry for previously, I was under the impression that I have already taught you the arithmetic operators according to your practical list. See, solve this equation out for me. You have to solve, see, x is 6 into y, z minus 3.2 plus p minus q by 4. Assign the values to each and every variable for solving. And then at last you need to write this and give me the answer.
Okay, ma'am.
Assign values for y, z, p, q. हाँ, आप अपनी तरीके से कोई भी वैल्यू असाइन कर दो x, y, z की. x की नहीं, खाली y, z, p, q की. डन. नीचे वाला इक्वेशन x is 10.5 plus 4.7 into 2. हाथों पर आपके सिस्टम प्रॉम्प्ट पे रन करो, सक्सेसफुली प्रैक्टिस करो. डन. डन
Ma'am,
स्टूडेंट.
doing it.
Yes, ma'am.
Now let us see functions. Okay, this we are clear. Now x is 10. You can have this function. X is sqrt. Practice out this function. Absolute sin x, cos x, max, sqrt. So this whole table becomes clear in your mind. See, for quotient we use double backslash, and for remainder we use mod mode. पूछो. हाँ, तो आ રીતના લખવાનું. x is 10, then x is, sorry, y is x plus 1. ના થાય. બાઇન્ડિંગ ઓફ વેરિયેબલ વાળો કોન્સેપ્ટ છે ને, એના લીધે એ વેરિયેબલની વેલ્યુ તમે અપડેટ ના કરી શકો. બસ 10 એની જોડે બાઇન્ડ થઈ જાય. એ આપણે આખું એના માટે આખું સ્ટેટમેન્ટ લખવું પડે. XYZ કરીને પણ એ બી તમને એટ અ ટાઈમ તો નહીં જ કરવા દે. વેલ્યુ અપડેશનનો પ્રોસિજર આખું અલગ હોય છે. Students, I'm taking a break of 5 minutes. Students, एग्जाम्पल ट्राई कर तो ये वाले। Done? So notify me. Okay, I got one yes. See, this was what you were talking previously. X is 10, X is X plus 1. This won't work. It gives no or fail or false. See, it is an incorrect function, but the correct function one is I dot. Okay, you have to use two variables, and the reason for is this binding of the variables and unification concept in Prolog. Let's go out for relational operators. Okay, reading it out in order. The equal to, okay, the first one stands for equal to, colon equal to, that stands for equal to. Then not equal to, greater than equal to, less than equal to. So 85 plus 15 minus 3 is equal to 110 minus 5 into 2. Okay, that is what you are trying to say. 100 is not equal to 99. Check this one out. So how you will represent equal to? It is equal to colon equal to in Prolog.
And so it is like comparing LHS and RHS, right?
I didn't get. Can you speak slowly?
Uh,
Yes, it's comparing to.
left hand side and right
For
hand side.
assignment we have is. For comparing we have relational operator equal to. That is. Comparing के लिए we have if you are comparing identical terms, then we have different thing. But if you want to compare the value over here, then we have this equal to colon equal. But if you want to check that both terms are different, then we have different notation for it in Prolog. Okay? So there is a double equal to also over here. But that compares only terms. And this particular one compares the value. So numerical values will be compared over here. Okay. So this is the equality operator. Write down just one program. I will explain you. See over here, the one I am highlighting. Check even. Okay. Check even is a predicate over here. You are passing one variable that is n in the predicate. Okay. Again, I am repeating. Check even is a predicate. You are passing n as its variable. So that is why you can see above over here, check even slash 1. So 1 represents arity of predicate, number of arguments passed into the predicate. Arguments can be objects or variable. So what is written? N is n divide double divide 2. So first we are finding quotient of dividing n by 2. Okay, here the logic says that If you are having an integer number, you divide it by 2, you will get some answer, and if you multiply that answer with 2, then you will get your original integer again. This happens in the case of even integers. In odd, it doesn't happen. So what is now that if you divide 2 by 2, you will get, sorry, if you divide 4 by 2, you will get 2. And if you multiply 2 with 2 again, you will get 4. Okay. Same thing happens with 10. Okay. So if you divide 10 by 2, you get 5. And multiply 5 by 2, you will get 10. Again. Now let's take example of 3. If you divide 3 by 2, you will get 1. Multiply 2 by 1, you will get 2 answer, not 3. So in case of odd integers, you will not get original integer. And in case of even integers, you will get the original integer back. So m is n, double divide 2. So we are seeing the quotient over here. So whatever the quotient you get, you are multiplying that quotient with 2 and comparing it with n. It's comparing its value with n. So if both are equal, the integer that we are checking that it is even or not, and the one we get after dividing and multiplying it by 2, so both should be equal. So we can say that it is an even number. Go check it out, this particular one. If you don't want to go for file, you just write this statement, n is m by 2. But here you need to read and write the variable, okay? If you want to do one system prompt, read the number, write the number, and then write this thing. 5 minutes you have in all just to pose this. 5 minutes, students. Notify me after 5 minutes. Seven? Only we can say integers even and odd. Or we can say float is a real value and odd or even. Search first of all how you can tell in real value to be odd and even. 10.5. Can we say it even or odd? We always say like this, set of even integers, set of odd integers.
Done, ma'am.
Done? चलो चेक इवन तो हो गया ना. Terms identical. See, terms identical का means simple equals to both terms are equal. So they are just checking that if you want to check the terms, not the value, then this double equal to would be over here. Okay? Go for practicing out this form. Done with this for practicing out, then notify me.
Done, ma'am.
ठीक है तो नॉट आइडेंटिकल टर्म्स के लिए बैकस्लैश डबल इक्वल टू. ओके, if you want to check it out then you can. Okay, let's teach you. Okay, you do this on your own. Okay, you need to write a prolog file. Okay, design and test the predicates. Okay, which predicates you can have a predicate by any name. You can have it like a name, calculate or test. Okay, what you need to do is you need to have take two arguments. Both should be numbers and they have, you must be calculating average, square root, product and larger of a and b. So you know how to calculate the average. Square root, you have the function. Product, you know the how to do multiplication, and larger you have a function max. So design this program and notify me within 10 minutes. I will be writing solution in your chat, okay, for this particular program.
Okay, ma'am.
After 10 minutes, solution will be given to you in the chat so that you can verify it. आंसर चैट में मैंने आंसर डाल दिया है, जिसका नहीं हुआ वो चेक कर लें, ठीक है। बाकी लोग अभी जो आपकी प्रैक्टिकल लिस्ट में जो प्रोग्राम्स हैं वो मेरे साथ एक बार देखें, मैं एक्सप्लेन करती हूँ और रन भी कर रही हूँ, ठीक है। एक मिनट। फर्स्ट था सेल्सियस टू फ़ारेनहीट वाला प्रोग्राम, ठीक है, उसको हम लोग एक बार देख लेते हैं। બે જણામાં આટલો બધો અવાજ? Explain कर रही हूँ। See, I have written a predicate over here. Okay. Predicate name is convert CLPR. दो वैल्यूज पास कर रही हूँ, दो वेरिएबल्स पास कर रही हूँ, सेल्सियस और फ़ारेनहीट। ओके, सो फ्रॉम फ़ारेनहीट we need to calculate Celsius. Okay, formula तो we know that Fahrenheit minus 32 into 5 by 9. Same thing if you want to convert from Fahrenheit, Celsius to Fahrenheit, then F is C into 9 divided by 5 plus 32. And if the Fahrenheit, that means whatever 98, 96, okay, then we can say the temperature is around 36, 34. But if it is below 32, Fahrenheit is below 32, then we say that is a freezing point. Okay, so three predicates are written over here, and I have consulted the file. Okay, I'll use this one particular, very small to write. C underscore 2 underscore F, and I want to find Fahrenheit. So Celsius I'm writing as 36 and Fahrenheit F, or I'm passing over here. This will give me the answer. Okay, so this three you can execute it. So this was your program of converting Celsius to Fahrenheit, Fahrenheit to Celsius conversion. Okay, we are well versed with arithmetic operators by now, so you would be knowing each and everything over. Next program was with us factorial. Okay, now let me explain you this one. See, here I have used the concept of recursion. Okay, first of all, I have stated a predicate name factorial. Two atoms are passed, two objects are passed into it, 0 and 1. Okay, next I have written a variable, predicate name factorial. Two variables are passed on it, n and f. First condition that I am checking this, n should be greater than 0. Then n1 is n minus 1. So if I am passing n as 3, so first condition that gets checked is 3 is greater than 0. Then n1 is 3 minus 1, that is 2. Then again a recursive call is made to the function factorial or predicate factorial. So factorial है यहाँ पे predicate और उसमें जाएगा भी n1. n1 की वैल्यू क्या है 2. ठीक है, then f1 that would remain as it is because that is the one we need to find the value of that variable. Okay, so if I get over here the factorial, the base condition 0 and 1, the factorial for 0 is 1, then you can calculate that f is n into f1. Okay, बेटर आइडिया ट्रेस करेंगे तब पता चलेगा. ओके, ट्रेस क्या है फैक्टोरियल. n की जगह पे पास कर रही हूँ मैं 3 और f हमें फाइंड करना है. ठीक है, तो द फर्स्ट कॉल is made to the predicate factorial and f is that value that we need to find. Okay, what condition is checked over here? 3 greater than 0, n greater than 0 is checked, then it is true. Then n1 is n minus 1. Okay, so n1 is n minus 1, so we'll get 2. n1 is 2, that we got 2. n1 is n minus 1. Then recursive call, again n greater than 0. This will happen until what we get, factorial of 0, we will get 1 over here. Yes. Okay, then we will go for calculating f is f1 is, okay, this one, f is n into f1. That is what we are doing over here, and then we will get value 6. This is what will happen over here. Okay, so this was factorial function with Fibonacci series. Yes, yes. Oh, 11. 320. 152, 330. 2 hours ही left है. So this we will get over here factorial program. इसको इसमें किसी को कोई क्वेरी हो तो पूछ सकता है कि एक भी लाइन समझ में नहीं आई है. सिंपल चीज है. फर्स्ट हम लोग एक बेस कंडीशन सेट करते हैं. फैक्टोरियल ऑफ 0 इज 1. फैक्टोरियल फाइंड करना है n का हमें f. फर्स्ट कंडीशन क्या करेंगे? इफ n इज ग्रेटर देन 0 देन डिक्रीमेंट द वैल्यू रिकर्सिव कॉल. देन बेस कंडीशन सेटिस्फाई होगी 0 1 वाली, तो हम लोग f कैलकुलेट कर पाएंगे n into f1. Done students, this too. Then next one is Fibonacci series, that is, or Fibonacci series that is present in your practical list. सेम थिंग यहाँ पे मैंने की है. ठीक है. सी फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल बेस कंडीशन. ओके, ये वाला थोड़ा कॉम्प्लिकेटेड लिखा है. अभी मैंने आपको अनोनिमस वेरिएबल ये वाला सिखाया नहीं है. I'll get you this new version. Just a second, students. Yes, Akash. Okay, students. So, are you done with these three programs today? Check number, Celsius to Fahrenheit, and factorial. Fibonacci, I will give you a different version of mine. I would be having along with me, but I'm not able to find it in my file because I have written some different code for it. So I'll find that particular one out of this many programs I have written, and then I will do it. Because I have two versions for the same program. Okay. So do this programs for today. Make your file. I guess practical 2 should be completed by now. Practical 1 and practical 2. And 3 we have done half. You know how to read and write. And I need to give you this database of family that is present in your Prolog textbook. So create the database and then we will learn how to fire queries on it. Okay, at least the database would be ready so that when I will be firing the queries, you will be able to fire the queries out. Okay, students done?
Sure, ma'am.
Okay, now let me just take the attendance and then you can leave the classroom. I have taken the attendance. If anybody wants to leave the classroom or lab, they can leave. I will be here until 3:30.